This is a Kaylindo video. So I was really bored over this holiday break, so I decided to look up and read on the Marvel website every single X-Men character that ever existed. This is my top 10 favorite X-Men characters. Alright, so at number 10, his name is Fat. P-H-A-T. Fat. Fat was an amateur rapper. He has extra skin tissue, and he used the skin tissue adapt and change any way he wants. Like, he can make his hand huge. I don't know what good that does, but he can basically just make his body fatter and fatter and fatter. But PH fat, so it's cool. At number 9 is Dead Girl, aka Moonbeam. Dead Girl can like rebuild any part of her body. She can also like take parts of her body off and they can still be controlled. Like, she could take her arm off like in the Evil Dead 2 and it could, like, the hand could be moving. She can do that. I mostly just like her because she looks like a zombie. At number 8 is Dagger, also known as Lady Light. Dagger was like a runaway. She's a vigilante, so she like takes down crooks and thieves. What she does is she shoots these light, like daggers of light out, and when they hit people it makes them have to face their darkness. She also can cure drug addiction. Okay, at number 7, his name is Johnny D. Johnny D isn't really that creative of a name. He freaks me out. He has tentacles coming out of his chest and little teeth coming out of his chest. After having physical contact with someone, like this, he can make like mini little clones of them, and he can use those clones like voodoo dolls. What? Okay, at number 6 is Bloodscream, aka Bloodsport. So Bloodscream, by touching people, he can like drain out all their blood and make them into mummies. And if they live, they just get away scot-free with like his handprint on them. They die, they turn into his zombies that he can control to do whatever he wants. At number 5 is Darwin, aka the Evolving Boy. Darwin can react and adapt to all of his surroundings. Get it? Darwin. Evolution. So like, you know, if he got hit by a car, all his bones would just magically turn into rubber. Or if he fell in water, he would grow gills. And if he goes pushed off a building, he might get wings. He just always adapts surroundings. That's pretty cool. At number 4 is Mastermind. Mastermind creates like illusions, any illusion that he wants. And you're thinking, alright, a magician can do that. He can do those illusions to more than one person at a different time, and even if you know it's an illusion, there's no way of getting out of it. Like, if he were to create a wall, it would look and feel and smell and taste like a wall. I don't really know what a wall tastes like. You'd be like, whoa, there's a wall in front of us. Wait a minute. I think Mastermind put it there and it's not real. So what? You know it's not a real wall, but you can't do anything about it. At number 3, I like Keaton Nixon. I think it's Keaton. It's spelled like Keaton or Kaiden Nixon. She was this runaway. When she was a little kid, she witnessed her father, who was a police officer, get murdered, and that messed her up in the mind. So she ran off and like went to raves and started doing drugs and drinking, and she started smoking cigarettes, so she had to keep up with the habit, so she would steal from people. Crazy. Her power was that she could stop time for everyone around her except for herself. Kind of like clock stoppers. At number 2 is Rogue, also known as Anna Marie. Okay, so Rogue, anyone who went to go see the X-Men movies knows who Rogue is, but don't listen to that, don't listen to that. So she was both in the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Evil. She can absorb people's abilities, physical characteristics, memories, all by touch. It's temporary. Transfer can last 60 times longer than the time that she had contact with them. That's just a really incredible power to have. You know, just by contact, she can steal other mutants' abilities and powers. Not too shabby. And Rogue's pretty cool. And at my number one mutant of all time is Juggernaut. Yes, my number one mutant of all time is Juggernaut. It's not that big of a deal. Juggernaut's cool. He's 9 foot 5 inches. He weighs 1,900 pounds. So out there. He is literally an unstoppable force. What? There's literally nothing in the world that can stop him. The biggest and strongest wall, he could still go through it as long as he's moving. As long as he has some momentum, even if he's moving this slow. All he has to do is... I mean, it can slow him down. He can be slowed down to like this speed. He just can't be stopped. Even if it takes like 500 years, he'll make it through that wall. The Juggernaut is my number one. I like X-Men for a number of reasons. You might think I'm a little phony because I do not collect the comic books. Although I do have a few, I can't really afford it. Spider-Man and stuff, it's just, you know, Doc Ock and, you know, they all just come out of nowhere. And there's really no point except good versus evil, saving the world, winning Mary Jane in the end. But then X-Men, it's just all about politics. You know, X-Men was originally written by Stan Lee and illustrated by John Kirby, wanting to integrate the mutants with the humans, based on many events that have happened in our historical past. And X-Men, being two minorities myself, I just love X-Men. If I could have any mutant ability or power, be able to stop time would be awesome, except unless I would grow old. Flying. Everyone always says that they would want to fly. I kind of like Kitty Pryde's power. If you're unfamiliar with, I think that's what I would want, is to be able to walk through, is to like phase through physical objects, walk through walls and stuff, because then I could rob banks, I wouldn't need keys, I couldn't get locked out of anything. Dun 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 dun. I mean, if there's anyone out there in this world that has like X-Men comics and they don't know what to do with them, you should send them to me. Thank you very much for watching. And this has been a Kaylindo video.